I'm not saying I've done that in my own life. Our family eats plenty of meat and things like that, but it's one of those situations. And we think probably the best thing for all of us would be if we were eating more locally produced products, which would reduce some of the economic demand for this mass production of food, which results in the transmission of these infectious diseases.
So Jay, I couldn't agree with you more. This is actually something I have done in my life, and I recognize that it's privileged to be living near farming communities. But one thing that I do is when I'm buying meats, like for example at Thanksgiving, I went to a local farm and bought a
Uh,
turkey from that local farm.
yeah.
Whenever I'm eating any kind of beef or chicken products, I go to farmers market, and I know it's coming from a farm in upstate. So I really am trying to make an effort to buy locally raised animals as one, for one big reason is to hedge against some of these mass produced, intensified processes, but also to just be very conscious of where it's coming from too.
Yeah, and I think that's really, really an important point here. I think a lot of people get upset when any of us make statements like, "Oh, we need to reduce our animal protein intake because they think we're regulating what they do." Well, another way to do that is not necessarily to reduce your intake, but just to be more particular about where you choose from. And I think it's hard, regardless of what your political opinions are, it's hard to object to the idea of like, I want to support the people in my community who raise these
Right.
animals. I mean, that should be something that has zero political statement. That should be purely something that we just all want to do because it's good for our community to help the people in that community. And so,
I agree.
yeah, so I think that is another appropriate approach. This is not just to reduce your overall consumption of protein. If you want to keep, eating the same amount of beef, chicken and beef, is to try to prioritize, if you can, buying from local producers. Support your local farmers.